Living alone as an older person is often misunderstood. Many people associate it with loneliness, isolation, and difficulty managing daily life. Society tends to emphasize the idea that aging means relying on family, caregivers, or community support, making the thought of living alone seem daunting or even undesirable. But what if that perception is entirely wrong? What if living alone is not a sign of struggle but a gateway to freedom, peace, and self-discovery? For decades, the traditional mindset has been that as people grow older, they need to be surrounded by others to maintain a fulfilling life. However, more and more older adults are choosing to live alone and finding unexpected benefits in doing so. Rather than feeling lonely, they experience independence. Instead of stress from managing relationships within a shared home, they enjoy peace. And rather than feeling like they are missing out, they realize they have control over their time, space, and happiness in a way that was never possible before. Of course, the idea of living alone can bring about certain fears. It's natural to wonder, will I feel lonely? What if I need help? Will I regret this decision? These are all valid concerns, but the reality is that living alone doesn't mean being alone. It means choosing how to spend time, deciding who to welcome into your space, and designing a life that reflects your personal preferences. Many people who take this step report feeling happier, more at peace, and even more socially active than before. Without the obligations of constantly tending to others, they can invest their energy into meaningful relationships and personal growth. This video is not about persuading anyone to live alone, but about shedding light on the hidden benefits that many people overlook. The truth is, living alone as an older person can be one of the most empowering experiences of your life. It offers the freedom to create a lifestyle that suits your needs, to enjoy your space without compromise, and to focus on what truly makes you happy. Throughout this video, we will explore 9 powerful benefits of living alone as an older person. Some of these might surprise you, and by the time you reach the last one, you may start looking at living alone in a whole new way. Each benefit will highlight how this lifestyle can bring greater happiness, emotional well-being, and even better social connections. Whether you are considering this choice or already living alone and seeking reassurance, this video will give you the insight you need. So let's get started with the first set of benefits and uncover the truth about why living alone might be the best decision you ever make. One of the greatest benefits of living alone as an older person is the freedom it brings. After decades of fulfilling responsibilities, raising a family, maintaining a career, or caring for loved ones, many older adults find themselves yearning for a life that is truly their own. Living alone provides exactly that. It allows for a sense of control and independence that is difficult to achieve when living with others. The power of making your own decisions. When you live alone, every decision is yours to make. You don't have to adjust your schedule to accommodate others, compromise on household preferences, or engage in conversations when you would rather enjoy peace and quiet. This level of autonomy is a gift that many older adults deeply appreciate. For instance, in a shared living situation, small daily choices, like when to eat, what to watch on TV, or how to decorate your space, can often require negotiation. But when you live alone, you set the rules. Want to have breakfast at noon? No problem. Feel like rearranging the furniture or turning a spare bedroom into an art studio? You don't need anyone's approval. Every decision is centered around what makes you happiest. This control extends beyond daily routines. It also applies to long-term lifestyle choices. You can decide how social you want to be, what hobbies to pursue, and even how much alone time you truly enjoy. Without the pressures of adapting to someone else's needs, you are free to create a life that is entirely on your terms. Crafting your perfect routine. A common frustration for older adults who live with others, whether it's family members, roommates, or even in a senior living facility, is the lack of control over their daily schedule. Many people find themselves having to adapt to the routines of those around them. However, living alone allows you to structure your day exactly as you want. Some people love waking up early, going for a walk, and enjoying a peaceful morning with a cup of coffee and a book. Others might prefer staying up late, watching movies, or indulging in creative hobbies like painting or writing. Whatever your preference, living alone ensures that you can follow your own rhythm without feeling guilty or pressured to conform. Moreover, having full control over your schedule allows you to focus on self-care. You can exercise at your own pace, prepare meals that suit your tastes and dietary needs, and engage in activities that bring you joy. This sense of routine can significantly improve both mental and physical well-being, as you are free to prioritize your own health and happiness without distraction. Embracing spontaneity and peace. Beyond the benefits of routine, living alone also offers something equally valuable: the ability to be spontaneous. Without having to check in with anyone else, you can make last-minute plans, take an unplanned road trip, or simply enjoy an afternoon nap without disruption. This kind of flexibility is a luxury that many people don't fully appreciate until they experience it for themselves. At the same time, solitude provides an unmatched level of peace and tranquility. The home becomes a personal sanctuary, a place where you can truly relax without interruptions. There's no unnecessary background noise, no unexpected guests, and no daily conflicts over small matters. Instead, there is calmness, allowing you to enjoy life at your own pace. Why this matters? Freedom, control, and routine are more than just conveniences. They are essential for emotional well-being. When older adults feel that they have autonomy over their lives, they are more likely to experience higher levels of happiness, confidence, and self-satisfaction. Living alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means having the space to build a life that reflects your true desires. By embracing the independence that comes with living alone, older adults often rediscover passions, form deeper connections with the world around them, and ultimately feel more fulfilled than ever before. Living alone as an older person offers something truly special: the opportunity for personal growth, creativity, and self-discovery. When life slows down and external demands lessen, many older adults find themselves exploring interests and talents they never had time for before. Instead of viewing solitude as a limitation, it can be seen as a gateway to deeper self-exploration, creative expression, and even a renewed sense of purpose. Discovering who you are without distractions. For much of life, personal identity is often shaped by external responsibilities, being a spouse, a parent, an employee, or a caregiver. But when those roles change or fade, it can be an opportunity to rediscover who you truly are. Living alone provides the perfect setting for self-reflection. Without the noise and distractions of others' needs, you can finally focus on yourself. What excites you? What hobbies have you always wanted to try? What kind of life do you want to live moving forward? These questions become clearer when there is space for quiet contemplation. For example, many older adults develop new passions, such as writing, photography, gardening, or even learning a musical instrument. Others take time to travel, explore spirituality, or reconnect with long-lost interests. The beauty of living alone is that there is no pressure to fit into anyone else's expectations. You are free to evolve at your own pace. Creativity flourishes in solitude. Many of the greatest artists, writers, and thinkers have credited solitude as the secret to their creativity. Living alone encourages creative expression because there are no interruptions, no judgments, and no one imposing their opinions on your personal projects. This is the perfect time to explore creative outlets. Painting, knitting, woodworking, or even storytelling can become fulfilling daily activities. Some older adults even start online blogs, YouTube channels, or social media pages dedicated to sharing their experiences, proving that creativity has no age limit. Beyond traditional artistic expression, creativity can also mean problem-solving and innovation. Many people take up home improvement projects, experiment with new recipes, or develop new ways to stay active and engaged. Creativity isn't just about making art. It's about finding joy in self-expression and exploring new ideas. A renewed sense of purpose. One of the biggest fears about aging is the feeling of becoming irrelevant or without purpose. However, living alone can actually help rekindle a sense of meaning in life. When you have time to reflect and create, you can set new personal goals and ambitions. Some people find purpose in giving back to their community, volunteering at shelters, mentoring younger generations, or participating in local events. Others find purpose in self-improvement, whether through reading, fitness, or meditation. And for some, simply taking the time to enjoy the present moment, sitting in a garden, watching a sunrise, or listening to music, can bring deep fulfillment. The key takeaway is that living alone is not a passive experience. It is an opportunity for growth. Without external influences dictating what you should do or how you should live, you are free to design a life that is meaningful, enriching, and uniquely your own. Why this matters? Embracing personal growth, creativity, and self-discovery keeps the mind sharp and the spirit alive. Studies have shown that older adults who engage in creative and mentally stimulating activities experience better cognitive health, reduced stress, and overall greater life satisfaction. When you live alone, you have the time and space to develop your interests without compromise. By turning solitude into an opportunity for growth rather than isolation, living alone becomes a fulfilling and empowering experience. It is a time to bloom rather than fade. One of the greatest advantages of living alone as an older person is the ability to enjoy a peaceful and stress-free life. After decades of responsibilities, raising a family, managing a career, and meeting endless obligations, having a home that is calm, quiet, and free from external pressures can be a true gift. Solitude doesn't have to feel lonely. It can be a source of relaxation, mental clarity, and overall well-being. The power of a peaceful environment. Many people don't realize just how much a chaotic or noisy environment can impact their mental and emotional health. When living with others, even small disturbances, like loud conversations, constant TV noise, or disagreements over household tasks, can create stress. But when you live alone, your home becomes your sanctuary. Imagine waking up in the morning and choosing exactly how to start your day. There's no one rushing around, no need to accommodate someone else's schedule, and no unexpected interruptions. Whether you prefer to wake up to complete silence, soft music, or the sound of birds outside your window, the choice is entirely yours. This kind of environment allows for deeper relaxation. Without the background stress of other people's energy, your mind can finally rest, leading to better sleep, improved focus, and a more balanced emotional state. Less stress, more control over your life. One of the biggest sources of stress in shared living situations is having to compromise on daily routines and household decisions. When you live alone, those stresses disappear. You set the rules, create your own routines, and make decisions that suit your needs. For example, simple things like eating when you want. No need to plan meals around someone else's schedule. If you feel like having breakfast at noon or dinner at 4 p.m., you can do so without worrying about anyone else's preferences. Decorating your space how you like. You don't have to negotiate over furniture, colors, or clutter. Your home can be a perfect reflection of your personality and taste. Living at your own pace. Whether you enjoy slow mornings with coffee and a book or you're more active and like to take long morning walks, there's no one to disrupt your natural rhythm. Having this level of control over your life reduces frustration, eliminates unnecessary conflicts, and creates a greater sense of contentment. Mental clarity and emotional well-being. A peaceful home is not just about physical comfort. It has a profound impact on mental and emotional well-being. Solitude allows you to process your thoughts, work through emotions, and enjoy the mental clarity that comes from quiet moments. When surrounded by constant noise or distractions, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But in a home where peace is the default, you have time to reflect, practice mindfulness, and truly listen to yourself. This is also a great time to develop stress-relieving habits, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises. These simple practices help calm the nervous system and improve emotional stability. Journaling, writing down thoughts, memories, or future goals can be a therapeutic way to express emotions. Creating a self-care routine. Whether it's enjoying a cup of tea in the evening, taking long baths, or practicing yoga, having time to focus on yourself without guilt is a powerful benefit of living alone. Freedom from drama and conflict. Many older adults find that living with others, whether it's family members, roommates, or even in a shared retirement community, can come with unnecessary drama and tension. Disagreements about finances, space, personal habits, or even lifestyle choices can make life frustrating. When you live alone, these conflicts are completely removed from the equation. There's no arguing about household chores, no disagreements over TV channels, and no dealing with difficult personalities. Instead, you gain the freedom to live peacefully on your own terms, focusing on the things that genuinely make you happy. Why this matters? Living in a peaceful and stress-free environment is not just about comfort, it's about long-term health. Studies have shown that chronic stress contributes to various health problems, including heart disease, high blood pressure, and weakened immunity. By eliminating unnecessary stressors and creating a home that is calm and supportive, older adults can significantly improve their physical and mental health. Solitude doesn't have to be lonely. It can be liberating. It offers a chance to truly rest, recharge, and enjoy life without the noise, expectations, or compromises that come with shared living. One of the most underrated yet powerful benefits of living alone as an older person is the ability to maintain independence and self-sufficiency. After spending a lifetime taking care of others, whether it's children, spouses, or family members, many older adults find that living alone allows them to reconnect with themselves and take full control over their daily lives. It is a time of self-reliance, personal growth, and true freedom. The power of making your own decisions. When living with others, especially in a shared home or with family, decision-making often involves compromise. But when you live alone, you have full authority over your own life. Consider the small, everyday choices. What to eat and when to eat, no need to cook for others or follow a set mealtime. If you want breakfast for dinner or a light lunch at 3 p.m., it's completely your choice. How to structure your day, whether you wake up early or sleep in. Spend the day reading, gardening, or taking long walks. You are free to live on your own schedule. How to spend your money. Living alone means full control over personal finances without having to worry about meeting someone else's expectations or expenses. Where to travel and how to enjoy life. Want to take a last-minute trip? Visit a museum? Join a local group? You have the freedom to say yes without consulting anyone else. This level of independence fosters a sense of empowerment. Instead of relying on others to make decisions, older adults who live alone gain confidence in trusting their own choices and desires. Staying physically and mentally active. One of the concerns about aging is the possibility of becoming too dependent on others. However, living alone naturally encourages self-sufficiency, keeping both the body and mind active. Daily movement and household activities. Since there's no one else around to handle daily tasks, living alone encourages regular movement, whether it's cooking, cleaning, or running errands. These small but consistent activities help maintain physical health and mobility. Problem-solving skills stay sharp. Handling household responsibilities alone means constantly making decisions, troubleshooting problems, and thinking ahead. This helps keep the brain engaged and sharp, reducing cognitive decline. Personal responsibility. Since no one else is taking care of household matters, older adults living alone remain responsible for paying bills, organizing their space, and maintaining daily routines. This promotes a sense of purpose and control. Many studies show that independence plays a key role in longevity and mental well-being. Older adults who remain self-sufficient tend to be happier, healthier, and more confident in their abilities. Breaking the myth, living alone does not mean being isolated. A common misconception is that living alone leads to isolation or loneliness. However, for many older adults, it's actually the opposite. Living alone doesn't mean being cut off from others. It means having the freedom to choose when and how to engage with people. Socializing on your own terms, instead of being forced into daily interactions within a shared household. You can choose to meet friends, visit family, or join local activities when you feel like it. Building meaningful connections. Many older adults who live alone actually put more effort into socializing, joining hobby groups, volunteer programs, or senior community centers where they can engage with like-minded individuals. Technology bridges the gap. Whether it's video calls with family, online book clubs, or participating in virtual communities, technology makes it easier than ever to stay connected while enjoying personal space. By embracing this balance, living alone enhances social life rather than limiting it. It allows for a healthier, more intentional way of connecting with others. Freedom to explore new interests and hobbies. Living alone provides the perfect opportunity for self-discovery. Many older adults find that this stage of life is the best time to try new things, revisit old passions, or explore creative pursuits. Learning a new skill, whether it's painting, playing an instrument, or learning a new language, there's uninterrupted time to focus on personal growth. Starting a new routine, no need to accommodate others' habits. If you've always wanted to practice yoga in the mornings, write a journal, or take evening walks, now is the time. Traveling on your terms, whether it's a day trip to a nearby town, an international vacation, or visiting family, there's no need to ask for permission or consider someone else's availability. Living alone doesn't mean stopping life. It means rediscovering it. It's an opportunity to prioritize personal happiness and fulfillment, something many older adults may not have had time for earlier in life. Why independence and self-sufficiency matter. The ability to live independently is not just about physical space. It's about mental freedom, emotional stability, and personal empowerment. It allows older adults to feel confident in their ability to take care of themselves, make choices based on personal happiness rather than obligation, stay mentally and physically active through daily tasks and decisions, enjoy life on their own terms without unnecessary compromises. Many older adults fear losing their independence, but living alone proves that they are still fully capable of managing life on their own. It reinforces self-worth, resilience, and a positive outlook on aging. One of the biggest advantages of living alone as an older person is the financial freedom it brings. Many people assume that living alone is expensive, but in reality, it often leads to better budgeting, smarter spending, and greater control over personal finances. With fewer external obligations and the ability to make independent financial decisions, older adults can manage their resources in a way that best suits their needs. Full control over your budget. When living with family or in a shared home, expenses are often influenced by others, whether it's contributing to household bills, paying for family outings, or supporting children and grandchildren. Living alone removes these financial pressures, allowing for better financial planning and personal budgeting. No unnecessary shared expenses. You only spend on what you truly need, without worrying about contributing to someone else's expenses. More freedom to prioritize savings. With full control over spending, it becomes easier to allocate money for savings, investments, or emergency funds. Avoiding financial conflicts. Many older adults feel obligated to help family members financially. Living alone makes it easier to set firm financial boundaries and focus on personal security. Many seniors find that when they live alone, their expenses become more predictable, which makes budgeting much easier. Downsizing can lead to significant savings. Many older adults choose to downsize when they start living alone. Moving into a smaller home, apartment, or senior-friendly community can greatly reduce financial strain. Lower housing costs. A smaller living space means lower rent or mortgage payments, lower property taxes, and reduced maintenance costs. Reduced utility bills. Living alone means using less electricity, water, and heating, leading to lower monthly expenses. Less spending on unnecessary items. With a more simplified lifestyle, many older adults naturally spend less on material things and focus more on experiences or personal well-being. Many seniors who downsize also unlock extra funds by selling their larger homes, providing more financial security for retirement. Flexibility to spend on what matters most. Living alone gives older adults the financial freedom to spend money in a way that brings them joy, rather than on household obligations or others' needs. More travel opportunities. With fewer financial responsibilities, many older adults choose to spend their money on traveling, visiting family, or exploring new places. Investing in health and wellness. More funds can be directed toward better healthcare, fitness programs, or nutritious food, improving overall well-being. Funding personal interests. Whether it's taking up a hobby, learning a new skill, or joining a club, living alone allows for more spending on things that bring happiness. Financial freedom means that money becomes a tool for enhancing life, rather than a source of stress or obligation. Avoiding financial dependence on family. One major concern for many older adults is becoming financially dependent on family members. While some people rely on their children for support, living alone encourages self-reliance and financial independence. Maintaining personal dignity. Many seniors prefer to manage their own expenses rather than feel like a financial burden to their children. Less guilt about spending on yourself. When financially independent, older adults can spend money without worrying about taking away from their children's financial security. Making informed financial decisions. With no external pressure, seniors can manage their pension, savings, and investments in a way that aligns with their personal goals. By living alone and handling their own finances, older adults feel a greater sense of control over their lives, reinforcing their independence. The myth that living alone is too expensive. Some people believe that living alone is financially difficult, but in many cases, it can actually be more cost-effective than living with others. You pay only for what you use, instead of splitting costs unevenly in a shared home. You control exactly how much you spend on groceries, utilities, and entertainment. No unnecessary purchases for others. Many people living with family often spend on gifts, outings, or shared expenses they wouldn't choose on their own. Living alone eliminates this pressure. More affordable living options. Many older adults choose senior communities or smaller apartments, which come with financial perks such as reduced maintenance costs and better access to senior discounts. Rather than being a financial burden, living alone often leads to smarter spending and better financial security. Creating a financial plan for living alone. For older adults considering living alone, financial planning is key to ensuring a comfortable and stress-free lifestyle. Set a clear budget, outline monthly expenses, and identify areas where costs can be reduced. Prioritize savings and emergency funds. Having a financial cushion provides security and peace of mind. Take advantage of senior discounts. Many stores, travel agencies, and service providers offer exclusive discounts for older adults. Explore affordable living options. Whether it's renting a smaller place, moving to a senior community, or relocating to a lower-cost area, exploring different living arrangements can help reduce expenses. By planning ahead and making thoughtful financial decisions, older adults can fully enjoy the benefits of living alone without financial stress. Why financial independence matters. Living alone isn't just about personal space, it's about financial empowerment. It allows older adults to control how they spend their money rather than having it dictated by others. Reduce financial stress by simplifying expenses and downsizing if needed. Enjoy financial freedom by spending on personal interests rather than household obligations. Feel independent and self-sufficient, maintaining dignity and control over their finances. For many older adults, financial independence is one of the most rewarding aspects of living alone. It provides a sense of security, peace of mind, and the ability to truly enjoy life on their own terms. Living alone as an older adult is often misunderstood. Many assume that solitude leads to loneliness, but in reality, it can be one of the most emotionally fulfilling and mentally empowering experiences. When approached with the right mindset, living alone provides the perfect environment for self-discovery, emotional stability, and true independence. Instead of feeling isolated, many older adults find themselves thriving, feeling more confident, at peace, and deeply content with their lives. The freedom to prioritize your own happiness. One of the most overlooked benefits of living alone is the ability to focus entirely on personal happiness. In shared living situations, compromises are often necessary, whether it's adjusting to someone else's routines, preferences, or even moods. When living alone, older adults can make choices based purely on what brings them joy and comfort. Wake up and go to bed on your own terms, no need to adjust to another person's schedule. You can start and end your day in a way that feels best for you. Pursue activities that genuinely make you happy. Whether it's reading, painting, gardening, or listening to music, you have complete freedom to spend time doing what you love. Create an environment that brings peace. You control how your home looks, feels, and functions, allowing for a space that is truly comfortable and uplifting. When daily life revolves around personal well-being rather than external demands, it leads to a calmer, more fulfilling lifestyle. Reconnecting with yourself. Many older adults spend their lives taking care of others, whether it's children, a spouse, or extended family. Living alone provides the opportunity to shift focus inward and reconnect with personal interests, passions, and inner peace. Self-reflection and growth, without distractions. There's time to reflect on life's journey, celebrate achievements, and set new goals. Rediscovering hobbies and passions. Many people put their own interests on hold for years. Living alone offers the perfect time to return to old hobbies or explore new ones. Building emotional resilience. Learning to enjoy solitude strengthens emotional independence, making a person more confident, self-assured, and at peace with themselves. Solitude isn't about isolation. It's about learning to enjoy your own company and realizing that happiness comes from within. Avoiding negative emotional influences. When living with others, there's always the potential for stress, conflicts, or emotional strain. Whether it's family disagreements, differing opinions, or household responsibilities, these factors can take a toll on emotional well-being. No arguments or tension at home. A peaceful home environment directly contributes to reduced stress and a greater sense of calm. Freedom from emotional dependence. Living alone teaches emotional self-sufficiency, reducing reliance on others for validation or happiness. More energy for positive relationships. Instead of feeling drained by household conflicts, older adults can choose to invest their energy into healthy, uplifting relationships. By removing unnecessary stress, living alone allows for greater peace of mind and emotional stability. Building a stronger social life on your own terms. Many assume that living alone means being socially isolated, but the truth is quite the opposite. In many cases, older adults who live alone end up developing stronger, more meaningful social connections because they actively seek out quality relationships rather than being surrounded by people out of obligation. Choosing who to spend time with. Living alone allows for socializing on your own terms, ensuring that time is spent with people who bring joy rather than stress. Stronger friendships. Instead of being passively surrounded by family or housemates, older adults can intentionally strengthen friendships and build new connections. Engaging in community activities. Many older adults become more socially active, joining groups, clubs, or volunteering in ways they might not have considered before. Having full control over social interactions creates a more fulfilling and enjoyable social life. Boosting mental health through independence. Studies show that independent living leads to improved mental health, especially among older adults. The confidence that comes from managing one's own home, schedule, and responsibilities provides a powerful sense of self-worth and accomplishment. Feeling more capable and in control. Handling everyday tasks without relying on others builds confidence and strengthens mental resilience. Avoiding the feeling of being a burden. Many older adults worry about becoming a responsibility for their children or relatives. Living alone provides reassurance that they are capable and self-sufficient. A renewed sense of purpose. Without distractions, older adults can set new goals, take on new projects, and find deeper meaning in everyday life. Living alone isn't about being alone. It's about being independent, confident, and emotionally strong. How to maintain emotional well-being while living alone. While living alone offers many benefits, it's important to take active steps to maintain mental and emotional health. Here are some strategies to ensure a fulfilling and balanced lifestyle. Stay connected with loved ones. Regular calls, video chats, or in-person visits with family and friends help maintain strong relationships. Engage in meaningful activities. Hobbies, clubs, and personal projects keep the mind active and provide a sense of purpose. Take care of physical health. A healthy body contributes to a healthy mind. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and enough rest are essential. Practice mindfulness and gratitude. Daily mindfulness exercises, meditation, or journaling can help reduce stress and increase overall happiness. Seek support when needed. If feelings of loneliness or anxiety arise, reaching out to a friend, counselor, or support group can be incredibly helpful. By taking proactive steps, older adults can ensure that living alone remains an enriching, joyful experience. Final thoughts: embracing solitude as a path to happiness. Living alone as an older person is not a lonely existence. It's an opportunity for personal freedom, self-discovery, and deep emotional satisfaction. It provides the chance to create a life that is peaceful, fulfilling, and truly one's own. Rather than fearing solitude, older adults can embrace it as a time of growth, renewal, and independence. It's a stage of life where happiness isn't dependent on others, but is instead built on self-love, meaningful connections, and the joy of living life on one's own terms.